Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, stand by me. Oh,
Hello, what's up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I'm continuing these Stephen King movies and reviews. This time I'm watching yet another movie that I previously had never seen before. Just got done watching it for the first time. Stand By Me. Stand By Me is a 1986 film that is, of course, based on a novel written by Stephen King that is called The Body. This movie is directed by Rob Reiner, and the plot is we meet these four kids. They're like 12 years old. They're all friends, and one of them finds a dead body. So of course he says to his friends, hey, let's go check it out. You want to see a dead body? And so they all do it. The whole movie is them basically on this journey, road trip essentially, to find this dead body. And along the way, a bunch of other stuff happens. Now, what I thought of Stand By Me was, I enjoyed this movie. I did. I enjoyed it a lot. And it's funny because going into it, I knew it was a movie about kids. But for some reason, even though it's based on Stephen King's work, I should have known, but I did not know that it was rated R and that it was going to be a little darker. It was going to have certain themes that, again, surprised me. And it's not like it went too overly dark. It's not like this is really a horror movie. This is just, I would say, a more realistic approach to what it's like in some cases to be a kid, to grow up with your friends and to make fun of each other, make fun of the fat kid of the group, say a bunch of things that on the outside might sound like fucked up things to say to your friends, but that's just how you are with your friends. And these child actors, Will Wheaton plays Gordy. Gordy is essentially the main character. He's going through probably the most as far as his brother dying, not feeling close to his parents anymore, and him attaching himself to these kids, even though he's not as much like them. And you get bookends of Richard Dreyfuss playing the older version of him set years later, where he's narrating, he's telling the story, he's writing his story on his childhood, and that was interesting. I guess out of the whole group, I might relate to him the most. River Phoenix plays Chris Chambers. I grew up and went to school with Chris Chambers. But River Phoenix, he's one of those kid actors that I would hear a lot about. They would get brought up just in conversation, casual conversations of how he was always around in the 80s. And the only thing that I can remember him myself is when he played young Indiana Jones in that third movie. But I know that he tragically died at a very young age. Very sad story. But seeing him here, I guess you could say maybe in his prime. I don't know. I have to look at his filmography. But he was great here. Kiefer Sutherland. I don't know what it was about all these times I go back and watch these movies in the 80s. And he always ends up playing a bully or a bad guy or a dick or someone along those lines. It's because he played it so well. Also, Corey Feldman plays Teddy, and you could look at Corey Feldman and kind of think he's a nerd and kind of go like, I don't know, but you see him here and he's angry. He's just like always kind of pissed off. If somebody says the wrong thing to him, he's quick to fight, he's quick to be scrappy and jump on somebody, pounce. But I like that about him. I thought he played that well. And the fourth kid, Vern, is played by Jerry O'Connell. Jerry O'Connell, one of these actors that I know a lot more from when he's older, from a bunch of other stuff. So to see him as a kid and see him as a fat kid, it's kind of hilarious. And he's always the brunt of the joke. He's the one who's getting made fun of constantly. But I liked them as friends. I did, mostly because I related to them so much. This was such a realistic take and approach on just being 12 years old and doing a bunch of shit that you probably shouldn't be doing, like River Phoenix bringing his dad's gun. Oh yeah, it's not loaded. Pfft, oops. And running off and doing shit, once again, you shouldn't be doing. And John Cusack plays Denny. He is Gordy's older brother. And at first, when I saw him, his pictures, and like, oh yeah, my brother's dead, and his pictures of John Cusack, I'm like, really? John Cusack? But he's already dead, and you get some flashbacks of him being a brother and actually being a good brother, and so that makes it even more sad, and you wish you got to see maybe more of him. Can't say enough good things about Stand By Me. So guys, let me know in the comments below if you too have seen Stand By Me. Did you grow up with it? Do you like it? Do you love it? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!
These silent screams became a part of me. I'm moving past that. Please won't you free my soul? Can't hardly breathe in this society. I'm just a madman. Leave this real. Leave this real.